Welcome back, everybody. It's time for What's Bugging You as we get ready for the holidays. We don't need any Grinches hanging around. Rodents and Wildlife can truly make the holiday season a mess for homeowners. That's why we're joined by Truly Nolen Pest Control of Jacksonville, and I've got Kevin Dismore back. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, David, good to see you.
It's always good to see you. Okay, so what is it about rodents and this time of year that keep their activity so high in our area?
Sure. So it is freezing outside, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's just as cold for the rodents. So they're running in the house. This is the peak season for rodents and wildlife.
Gotcha.
As it stays this temperature really for a while, good month and a half. We're lucky here.
Yeah.
But this whole time is peak season for rodents.
Because like you're saying, they're mammals, so they're going to try to find somewhere warm, just like we want to find somewhere warm, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your company also handles wildlife, right? So what types of wildlife are prevalent in our local area this time of year?
Sure. So a lot of things that people don't think about, we usually find them while we're up there looking for rodents, birds, bats, raccoons, anything that can get in the house.
Yeah,
will basically get in the house. Yes.
And the bats, though, like. I dig the bats.
Bats are cool.
The bats are so rad.
Yeah.
Like I used to have this, those like long little noodle things that are ribbed, and when you swing around, it goes. Woo, 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 woo.
Yes.
If you take those and go out in your backyard at dusk, you just, woo, 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 they'll fly down to it. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Bats are rad.
Yep.
All right. So what are some telltale signs, that we may have rodents or wildlife in our home, including like any sounds or anything like that?
Yeah, the sounds are the obvious stuff. If you hear scratching, of course, call right away. But one sign that people don't notice right away is the smell. If you smell something and it smells off and you can't find the smell, sometimes it's urine above your head in the attic. Yes. Yes, we see that a lot. We'll get to the house and they tell us they've been smelling a smell for a couple months. And unfortunately, that's it a lot of the time.
So when I lived in New York City, we actually had raccoons that were up in the attic.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urinated in the same spot so long, it started to drip through.
We see that. People will think they have plumbing leaks, and it's actually nesting sites in their attic. So the inspections are always free. Anything like that, smells, seawater, call us. We'll come out and at least tell you if you do or don't have them.
Okay, so let's talk about, you guys recently added a smoke test, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this sounds pretty cool. You were telling me off camera about this. This is interesting.
It's so vital to the rodent and the wildlife because you don't see the plumbing, especially when it's underground.
Right.
So you don't know if you have a break. Rats, and people don't want to think about it, they will travel the sewer line. They'll come up the toilet. So this determines if you have a break in your plumbing. So it can save you a lot of money in plumbing, but if you have a break in the plumbing, the rats can get right in and come right out the toilet. So it just hooks up to the runoff outside and then blows the smoke through your plumbing to ensure you don't have any breaks.
You just freaked me out, man.
Yeah, it's not a great thought.
Right up through the toilet.
It's not a great thought, but it happens. It really does.
Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of do-it-yourself stuff. So are there any tips that you can help to keep rodents, from invading the home?
Sure. Just remembering that rodents only need the size of a dime hole in your house. So looking for those, trying to keep those sealed. That's the biggest thing, but you can't just seal them. They have to be rodent-proofed because they'll chew through caulk, they'll chew through foam, they'll chew through, even drywall, wood, they'll chew right through it if they're used to going in your home.
Right.
And you just put a piece of wood there, they're
just going to go right through it because that's my house.
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of leads me to the next one. So let's talk about exclusions.
Yes.
Right? So what exactly is that and how does it help?
So an exclusion, what we do, we seal the house from the top all the way to the plumbing vents, to the bottom if you have a crawl space, the entire crawl space. And we're finding every hole on the house that's the size of a dime or larger and sealing it with sometimes 3 different materials to make sure it's a permanent fix that the rodents aren't going to get back in.
That's crazy. Okay, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about some of these kind of things sitting here. This one terrifies me especially. Let's see if I can get that for you. You said this was found in Florida.
Yes, those can be found in Florida. That's a pretty big spider. They get bigger, but we don't see them a lot because they're ground spiders. They're in the woods.
Yeah.
They're not coming into our house. So as terrifying as it is, the chances you'll ever see that in your house are very low. Yep. And then this was not from Florida.
No, you were saying this was a pet, right?
Somebody's pet, a customer. But
and then that's basically what our little rodent buddies look like.
Yeah, and it's amazing. People don't realize this is how big they are, but they still only need the size of a quarter to get in your house.
That blows my mind.
So this rat right here, just the size of a quarter.
That blows my mind. Okay, so before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more information or if we need your services?
Yeah, best place is the website, Jacksonville at trulynolen.com, and you can actually book an appointment right there. But you can always call us at 904-737-5050.
Excellent. Kevin, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Don't let pests be the Grinch of your holiday season.